Okay, so the pose I'm going to break down today is Prasarita. So there's a couple variations of this pose, but the variation I'm going to break down today is taking the hands to the heels. So first thing Lucy's going to do for me is take a really nice, generous stance. Arms come out so the palms are facing the floor. So a good way to measure the stance is to just make sure the ankles are roughly underneath the wrist creases, unless you're super flexible. And just to protect the knees, unless you've got any sort of sciatica issues, you want to turn the toes in towards each other. So Lucy's going to inhale here, really lengthen the front of the body, and as she exhales, just begin to fold, but just moving from the hips. So we want that hip hinge movement. Going really nice and slow, and at the point before the upper back rounds, hands come down onto the legs. So maybe the shins, maybe binding the two-piece fingers in between the big and second toes. Really having the weight forward in the toes. That's it, so press down through the front balls of the feet. So this is nice, as you can see, Lucy's got that nice straight line from coccyx to neck. What I see people do quite often, which we definitely want to avoid, people always want to do this, is they're reaching way too far down and their back's really rounded. So you can see, this is definitely what we want to avoid. If you can feel that this is happening, just take the hands a little bit further up the leg, then think about lengthening the front of the body and shortening the back of the body. So almost like you're arching into the upper back slightly. If you're really tight and you're quite stiff throughout your hamstrings, your lower back, what can be nice is if you just have a nice bend in the knees, and then just take the hands onto a block. Again, really having the weight forward in the toes. So really pressing down through the front balls of the feet. That can just help to get that sort of arching going through the upper back and just help you keep that nice straight spine. Weight in the toes a little bit more. And that is Prasarita.